Sawadee Krap everyone, and welcome to Krabi. This week we are exploring the best things to do in Krabi Town, Onang, and Railay Beaches, three of Thailand's top destinations. Together they form the perfect mix of chilled out beach town, nightlife action, natural wonders, island escapes, and sunsets so beautiful that you will think you are dreaming. We are starting our exploration here in Krabi Town. And I know people say skip Krabi Town, but I say skip you. I'm just kidding. But I really do love Krabi Town. It's the most local of the places that we are going to be exploring today. And just to show you how amazing the people here are, I dropped my phone on the highway and this taxi driver came, found me, and brought it back to me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. This place has a very laid-back vibe. The intersections have things like saber-toothed tigers, elephants, and even cavemen holding up the lights. Their street lights have animals on them. And as you can see all around me here, there is some great street art. So keep those peepers peeping while you are out here because it is just waiting to be discovered. This is also the place with the most affordable places to stay. I'm staying here at the City Hotel. They have clean, comfortable rooms for starting around 600 baht a night. But the best part is the location. It is right in the heart of Krabi Town. Like right across the street from it, behind me here, is the city night market that opens at 10 a.m. So I guess it's more of a day night market. And immediately behind it is the Krabi Walking Street Weekend Market, where you can go and see some very cool cultural shows and entertainment. They have amazing street food and lots of seating where you can just enjoy everything and take in that vibe of Krabi Town. And it's just 2 blocks from the Krabi Riverwalk where I am right now at the Black Crab Sculpture. So beautiful. This is a great place to come down and take a relaxing stroll along the water with the mangroves in the distance. They have restaurants, parks to relax in. And if you continue down to the end of the Riverwalk, you will come to the Krabi Urban Forest, which is this beautiful, serene escape right in town. It has a 1 kilometer raised walkway that goes through the mangrove forest, which are very cool trees that I feel like most people don't really appreciate. You can actually see their crazy roots that come down. They go very deep and are super dense, which prevent erosion. So they are a super important part of the ocean's ecosystem and our fun times at the beach, because these are what make it possible. Wow, what a view. About halfway along the walkway, they have this raised viewing platform that you can come up to, and it is gorgeous up here. If you continue down to the end of the walkway here, you will come to a dock where for 500 baht, you can take a 1-hour tour of the surrounding area. They take you to this very cool cave, which is actually in that limestone right there. And inside they have these 2 giant holes in the ceiling so that the light streams in and you can see all of the stalactites and stalagmites. It's very cool. And it's very special as well because they actually found prehistoric human remains there. So it's definitely a place for the history buffs. After that, we went into the mangroves, not just around them, into them. They were all around me with the canopy going above my head. It was so cool. Then we came out and went through this floating fishing village where you could see how the people were living and just all their equipment and stuff set up. It was very cool. And I know 500 baht is a little bit pricey for a 1-hour tour, but it was totally worth it. And there's lots of fun activities and adventures just waiting to be had not far from the city. Like right over here, this is the Tiger Temple, and we're gonna head there right now. Welcome to the Tiger Cave Temple, or as the Thais say, the Tiger Cave Temple. It's so beautiful here. It's 50 baht to enter, and there is a very friendly security guard at the entrance. As you walk in, they're constructing this massive white temple that is so beautiful. And as you continue through, you come to the end where there is this amazing Chinese temple with incense burning, people making offerings, and this peaceful music playing. It's really special. The legend goes that a great and powerful tiger once roamed these lands protecting them. But as time passed, he passed. Fortunately, his spirit lived on and stays in a secret cave hidden on the mountain, protecting it to this day. Now, to get up to the actual temple, you need to head to these steps right here behind me and start the 1,260 stairs up to the top. And you also have to take those steps back down. There's no fireman pole or zip line. I checked. Trust me, I checked. Anyway, everyone I talked to said that it was grueling, but the reward you got at the top was totally worth it. There is a giant golden Buddha up there that is majestically looking down over the farmlands and mountains all the way back to Krabi Town, and it's one of those views that you will never forget. I'm not going to be climbing today though, because as you can see, it's about midday and it's so hot. I'm absolutely melting right now. So come at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning or after 3 so that you can really enjoy your time here. And beware of monkeys snatching your purse, ladies. And Krabi also has some amazing nature not far from town, like where we are right now at the Emerald Pools. It's about an hour drive out here, and once you turn off the highway, it's an absolutely beautiful drive. When you arrive, you buy a ticket for 400 baht, and then you walk in, and there's a 1.4 kilometer hike on this raised walkway through this beautiful jungle landscape that we are in right now. At the end of the hike, we are going to emerge at the Emerald Pools, which are a hot spring that has these mineral deposits that create this amazing color that is an emerald green. So when the sun hits it right, it's supposed to be absolutely stunning, really unbelievable, if you know what I mean. This feels so fortunate to be here and to be able to share these amazing places with you. Look at this right here. Look at that crystal clear water. You hear those sounds? The little babbling of the brook. I love it. Nature gets me every time. All right, let's get to this pool already. Along the way, you pass the crystal pool, which has these fish that are swimming around it. I think they're catfish. It looks so cool. There's this green algae on the bottom that's growing up, and the way that the forest kind of wraps around it is just magical. We have arrived, and it is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I would call it emerald, but it's definitely amazing either way. It's also the perfect spot to cool down after that hike in here, and everyone is having such a good time. Just splashing around, floating. I'm definitely gonna hop in there on my way back down. And while it is busy, it seems like people are coming and going pretty frequently, so you don't really have to worry about it filling up. And just up the trail here is another pool that we're gonna go check out right now called the Blue Pool. I don't know if it's gonna be green because this one was supposed to be emerald, but we'll find out together. Check this beautiful baby out right there. Wow, this one is really unbelievably blue. The hike out here was super easy. Again, more amazing jungle trekking. And this one you can't actually swim in because it is an active geyser. This is where the Emerald Pool originates, and you can still see the bubbles floating up in here. I guess the best time of the day is earlier to see this place, and it changes throughout the day. So sometimes it's more blue, sometimes it's less blue, but whatever blue it is, I love it. And when you're done at the pools, take a short ride over to the Noppharat Khlong hot spring waterfall, which I definitely just said wrong. This beautiful natural formation behind me here is a hot spring that bubbles up and flows down this waterfall that has a very unique feature. The limestone has been worn out from the water movement and created these little pools that act as personal jacuzzis that you can just lay in and soak in this amazing nature all around you. And if you want a nice quick nature stop, then head over to the snake park where they do live shows with cobras and have a bunch of these amazing snakes here available for you to get up close and personal with. They even let you get inside the cages. It's pretty crazy, and they are so beautiful. Jeez. That's a cobra from Thailand. What's his name?
Monaco Cobra.
Monaco Cobra. Wow. I never thought I'd be so close to one. Holy. Oh, shoot. Oh, jeez. Crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
You want to try?
No.
It's about you 30 and 40 minutes. You guys.
Pretty crabtastic, right? There are so many fun things to do around here, and I just scratched the surface. But right now, I hear the beach calling me. It's saying, Adam, come put your feet in my sand. So let's hop on the motorbike and head over to Onang. What do you mean you don't have a motorbike? You can rent them all over town for starting around 250 baht. Oh, you don't like to drive. That's cool too. They also have sangkyaos or baht buses all over Krabi Town that will bring you over to Onang for around 60 baht. Or you can get a private taxi starting around 300, depending on how many people are in your party. But just for today, you can ride with me. We're splitting the gas though, I'm just letting you know. Let's hit the road. I love that first cup of coffee in the morning. I had to make a quick stop along the way at the Mountain View restaurant. And this is a place that you definitely don't want to miss. It's right along the road, so it's really easy to find. And they have this amazing seating area behind me here that's on this raised platform. They have tables right up against the rock face here. There's even a waterfall that's running down and giving you that serene sound while you sip on your coffee. Lots of cool places to snap some photos. Right now I'm in the nest. Check this out. The viewing nest. And then when you get the view, wow. Mountains all around. It is definitely worth stopping at. So stop being crabby. We'll be at the beach in a minute. Enjoy your coffee. I'll see you there. Welcome to Onang Town. It was a beautiful 25-minute ride over here, and if you drove yourself like I did, don't park parallel to the beach. It's illegal and they'll give you a big fine. So you just want to park right up on the road that comes into town. I just don't want you to have to get a ticket and ruin some of your vacation time. You know what I mean? Town itself kind of has that home beach vibe, but not so fancy. None of the people with their noses up like you get back home. This is also the place where you are going to find a lot of the more expensive and fancy accommodations, but they also have hostels, so if that's your budget, you can stay here too. The town itself has one long road that winds through it, and along it you will find tons of bars, restaurants, shopping, massages, tattoo parlors, and tour companies that will help you organize your adventures around here, like the 4-island tour that we are going to be doing in just a little bit. And they have this beautiful beachside walkway that runs the entire length of Onang. And it is such a good place to come and get a break from the sun before or after the beach and just watch the boats come in. They have benches, people are taking naps, having snacks, laying in hammocks, and just soaking up that beautiful beach vibe. And speaking of the beach, we have arrived. Look at that. I love this. It's like a postcard behind me. The boats, the limestone cliffs, it's just amazing. As you can guess, we are on Onang Beach, the main beach in town, and it's really pretty here. The sand is super soft and easy to walk on. They have nice swimming, the water is calm, and there's trees so you can get some shade while you're relaxing at the beach, which is amazing. However, those beautiful boats I was just showing you from that postcard can be pretty loud. This is one of the main places where all of the trips are going out to the island, so the boats are coming and going all day, which kind of harshes that mellow that you would be looking for while you're at the beach. It can also get kind of busy down here. Depending on when you come, it can be completely empty or really packed. And that goes for this entire section of beach, which is like the first section, Onang 1, which goes from where I am right now, where I came down directly onto the beach, all the way down to this rock right here. On the other side is this beach here, which I call Onang 2, but I guess it could also be TOO or 2. I guess that's confusing. We'll just call this the other Onang. On the other side of the rock, you find this completely different beach. There's barely anyone on it. It's very chill down here. There's a giant seashell. That's a great landmark, so you know where to head down to the beach. But you can see all these boats that come in here. It can still be a little bit loud. So if you want to have a little more of a peaceful experience, then the farther down the beach that you head, the better. It also gets way more local as you get farther away from that town center area. So you'll see people just lounging on the side, taking a nap, enjoying some food, maybe pass out in the sand. I don't know. And if you're looking for the most secluded spot down here, then when you're facing the ocean, make a right and head all the way down to the end. Then you will be on the beautiful serene beach with a name that I definitely cannot say, Noppharat. However you say it, it is gorgeous down here. You can hear those birds chirping all around me. They have this really cool sandbar that goes out to these 3 islands where people are just laying in the sand and relaxing. They have a roped off swimming area where you can chill in the water. And you can go out during low tide here and just walk around in the shallow water, picking up some shells to bring home with you. It's also a great place to watch the sunset. And just behind the beach, you will find the port that takes you out to places like Koh Lanta, Koh Phi Phi, and Phuket. Ooh. If you're facing the beach and you make a left, head all the way down to the end and you will come to a group of restaurants and bars that are right on the water, like where I am right now at the Last Fisherman. It is such a great place to get a little break from the sun, sit in the shade, have a beer, watch the boats go by. If you continue down even farther, you can rent kayaks for 150 baht an hour, and just beyond the kayak rental, you'll see some steps that are going up and over the limestone cliff. This is the monkey trail, and if you're lucky, you'll see some monkeys on it. Either way, you're going to be lucky because when you get down to the bottom, there is a beautiful, pristine beach where the Thara Grand Hotel is. You can actually get a day pass to their facilities for 500 baht, and that means you can use that amazing pool, their chairs on the water, sit in the restaurant, and just really enjoy it. I just mentioned that 4-island tour, and it's something that you have to do when you're here. It was a ton of fun, even though my 4-island tour ended up only being a 3-island tour and 1 beach on the mainland. They pick you up from your hotel, and then you meet down at the beach. Then they take you out to go to 3 or 4 different islands that are all beautiful. You make some stops to go snorkeling in between. Then you have lunch and you go to this island called Koda Island, I think it is the name. And it was that, again, postcard view with the limestone cliff and all the boats in front of it. The water was so beautiful. It was an amazing place to hang out and just make some new friends. I absolutely loved it. Then we hopped back on the boat and they brought us in just in time for an amazing sunset. And I know that I keep saying amazing, but this is Thailand and it's in the name, Amazing Thailand. So you just have to expect things to be amazing, but I'll try and do better. Anyway, being down at Onang for sunset is one of those things you should be doing every night that you are here. Check that out. It is so gorgeous. Everyone just kind of sits down, relax, watches it. The boats are going by and the limestone formations out in the water just create the perfect sunset scene. And if you happen to be down here right after the sunset, there is a show that you have got to see. They are called the Fire Show Boys, and they are mind-boggling. It's unflammable. Inflammable? No, it's not inflammable. It's unflammable. They put on a show like I have never seen. It's choreographed. They have a DJ. There's kids, there's women, there's a guy in a wheelchair. It's one of those shows that I've been to 4 times, and every time is better and every time is different. You have got to check it out, and hundreds of people show up to see it. This is not just a show, it's a high romance. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did.
I melt in your hands, soaked in sweat when we dance. I fall to my knees, baby. Wanna get you alone now, not ready to ignite. I want us to go home now, now turn off every light, baby. Burn me to ashes, then I rise, then I rise. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body. Oh yeah. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body.
That show was lit, right? I mean, literally. Every time I go, my jaw is on the floor. They are just such amazing performers, and they are great guys as well. If you liked it as much as I did, you can even go and take some private lessons with them for 200 baht an hour and learn some flame-tastic moves with the masters, so you can start your own Fire Boy show, or Fire Girl show, or Fire Girl show. Let's just say Fire Person show. After the fire show, head into town to either the Blue Mountain Market or the Onang Landmark Night Market. They both have some really cool entertainment, more fire shows, lots of delicious food and drinks, and they're just a great place to unwind for a little bit before you head out into town. And town at night gets a little bit crazy, and also not so crazy. It just seems like as you walk along, you can either find little places where people are sitting on the street with some live acoustic music, having some beverages, and then you turn the corner and there is a nightclub with the music just pumping away and people dancing. They have a couple of those little side streets as well where the entertainment might be a little seedy, we'll say, but still very fun, don't get me wrong. It's just a really cool place, and it's got a great vibe. Everyone is really nice, and I just feel like you could walk around and you'll find what you are looking for because they have a little bit of everything. And I wanted to take you over to Railay Beach right now because it is a very special place, but I feel like this video has gotten pretty long already. There's been so many great activities and fun, so I think next week we'll do an entire video about Railay. But since you're here, here is a quick synopsis. You get the boat from right down where the fire show was. It is 200 baht for a longtail boat that takes you on a 15-minute ride out to Railay Beach, which is one of the most beautiful beaches in the area. They have rock climbing there, caves to explore, and this very cool walking street that has tons of bars and music and food for you to enjoy. So I think it deserves its own video. So next week we are gonna go for an entire day from the morning until the night, so get ready for that. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ling 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 the Krabi. I'll see you next week. Kapong kap. And I like it so much, I even started my own franchise. Motorbikes here, get your motorbikes.